not necessarily a classic, but I don't want to talk about me bringing in a cooler of Miller High Life to Wrigley Field, and that's like, because you know what I'm concerned about?
How we start the episode. Welcome to Nobody's Listening.
I took a cooler of Miller Lights to Wrigley Field and got in because it was under a bunch of ham and cheese sandwiches, so nobody was the wiser.
Barely look at Wrigley.
But welcome to the show. If this is your first, my concern is the first time viewers to be like, "What are these guys? I don't get it."
Fuck that, dude.
This guy's drunk.
Mystery sells. Nobody's drunk. Nobody's drunk here.
I'm not.
Nobody's drunk here.
Never.
I'm good. I might dip in a little bit more to this company whiskey that the company got us. While we're here, shout out to Power Property Management Group, the official sponsors of this podcast.
The owners of this podcast. This is a shill operation.
So we're now a real estate. Sorry, a rental. A rental's considered real estate. Like, people love to talk about rentals. It's not nearly as cool as like buying and selling houses. I mean, come on, you're not like
if you're
$1
renting
million listing, all right.
If you're you mean like people there aren't even realtors for rentals, dude. That's crazy.
Yeah.
You'd have to be such a big loser.
No, there are. My first apartment I got when I moved here, a guy showed it, like, all these people. I was like, I'm not gonna get this apartment because he took like 10 different groups of people up there.
Oh,
and like half
yeah.
of them are like just the hottest gay guy couples, like just two fucking studs. And I'm just sitting there like, I'm so fucked. I'm never gonna find a place to live. And I don't know, somehow I got through it.
So you think two gay guys are preferable to you and your girlfriend?
Two hot gay guys, yeah.
Because they want hotties in the apartment?
This is a city of looks, man. It's an aesthetic city.
What's the best?
The rest of the people in the building were horrifying to deal with and look at. I was by far the hottest person in this building, dude.
It's an interesting thought.
It wasn't even close.
You're the hottest?
Not in this building, no.
In the last building?
I'm probably last in this building, honestly.
Really?
Yeah.
But you were top percentile in your last building?
I was, me or her. One of it, probably her. I guess I was probably two.
Well, if you're dating, you're in the same league.
Yeah.
You can't be off that many points. Yeah.
Count as one. So
that's true.
But yeah, for sure. I mean, my competition were like 3 85-year-old Russians.
That's true. I don't remember.
May not have lived through like camps.
I'm trying to think.
It's unfair to compare, but you get it.
Right.
Dude, fuck that one bitch, dude. Because remember when I put the chairs out there?
Yep.
And she got the
stink eye on me.
Really harsh our vibe one time. We were sitting out there, dude. It was so. I used to
tell the story.
There was no story. It was just a great day because I used to love just sitting on that porch and smoking cigarettes, and I would just sit there.
Wait, you were smoking tobacco cigarettes?
Yeah.
That's why she hated you.
No.
Tobacco's out.
No. That had nothing to do with it, and it wasn't every time. I don't smoke full time, okay?
Okay.
But anyway, I would go sit on this patio, and it was great because you're on the third floor. You had this nice view. There's like a big palm. There are 3 big palm trees right there. You just see everyone who's going in and out of the neighborhood.
It was common space, though.
It was. Well, when I moved in, it was just this area on this balcony that was covered. It was just dead plants. It was like 50 dead plants. They were deader as any dead plant's ever been. And I didn't say shit about it. I thought it was ugly. I was pissed that I couldn't put a chair there and smoke cigarettes, but I didn't say anything. And then one day, the owner of the building, rightfully so, came in and was like, hey, bitch, these plants have been dead since the Mesozoic age, so, like, you got to get them out of here. And then they moved them all out, and I was like, I'm putting my fucking chair, like, fuck this. It's been a year. I've dealt with these dead plants for a year, so I'm putting the chair out there.
Wait, was the lady giving you the stink eye? She's the same bitch with the dead plants?
Yes.
That's why.
Yeah, dude.
Because you're in her graveyard of dead plants, her babies.
I was thriving in the graveyard.
You were chain smoking Marlboro Reds.
Not Reds, dude. Come on, I'm not a savage.
Marlboro Lights?
Smooth.
Man. Crush?
Menthol. No, I don't like Camel Crushes. I think those are. I don't want to pop some Tide Pod in my fucking.
That's what I do. I love pop a little Tide Pod.
You're not a cigarette smoker.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm a Camel Crush smoker. If a girl I'm dating like occasionally smokes cigarettes, that's the only time I'll jump in.
You'll jump in.
Yeah.
Boy, that's fun.
Because otherwise, then you're just inside the bar and there's a bunch of smoker dudes hitting on your girlfriend when she goes and smokes.
Bingo.
And you got to be out there to claim your territory, dude. Because you're.
Yeah, dude.
Because you're also insecure.
God, dude. If anyone, no one would ever ask me like the secrets of comedy, how to succeed at comedy. There are no secrets, but there is one major tip: smoke cigarettes.
Yeah.
Smoke cigarettes, because that's where the funny conversations are happening. And now,
True.
But we're entering this new age where, at least in my day-to-day life of going to like comedy open mics, people start bringing Juul pods into like the cigarette group, and I was like, okay,
you can be inside watching someone's set.
We are two different. You go inside.
Yeah.
Get that Juul pod away from me.
Because you can be. The thing is, like,
weed pens only. Fact.
Yeah, because you can't smoke a weed pen inside.
Yeah.
It's bad etiquette. But what I'll say is, the thing about people smoke cigarettes. When I did comedy, stand-up comedy, I have to clarify that because I still think of myself as a comedy guy.
I mean, you do improv.
I do. I'm on stage.
You just transition to a different type of comedy.
Exactly. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks for that. I really appreciate you saying that.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter that it's like 10 people on a bike saying funny stuff. Like, what would they do?
Hell yeah, dude.
It's still comedy.
That's my scene right there. The 10 people on a bike saying funny stuff. It doesn't
matter if it's like, hey, what? I'm a dinosaur who just opened a bank.
Oh, that's my bit.
What would I do? That'll be $90 for today's lesson.
More than that. Right. Anyway, what I was saying is the nice thing about open mic. Well, the thing about open mics is actually watching people that do open mics do their set during an open mic is the most awful thing you could experience as a human being.
It's like, honestly, it's like the part where everyone's like, God, I'm sorry I have to do this part. Like, it really feels like that.
But that's the thing.
Especially like here because, like, I don't know anything about comedy, but I know a scene can coddle you a little bit. It's kind of good to be a Ronin.
Let's talk about comedy.
It's good to be a Ronin, I think. I kind of like, people say there's no scene in LA, and that's kind of true, but I felt like I was getting hardened because you go to so many different open mics, and it's like every mic is its own scene. It's like people go to that mic. People go to this mic. People go to that mic. You know what I mean? So then when you're forced to just like enter different environments every day, then it's like the only thing that's going to cut through this is the jokes.
Yep.
So I think the insular nature of like a smaller scene is not always good, but who am I? I'm just a guy who bought Knob Creek with Coinstar money. So take or leave my advice.
Well, I think that's the thing though is thing always to remember is laughing is.
We got this bottled last week.
You've been housing that. I'm taking it easy on the Bud Light seltzers, buddy.
Well, you better keep going. You better
look
keep
how
going.
much we have drank. I've drank some, of course. Yeah,
we went hard the first
first
day we got it was like here. And then this way, then there was then the eggnog concoction was like this.
Oh, okay.
That was a solid 2 days of debauchery.
I think what we're trying to say is we're reasonably consuming alcohol.
Yeah, actually, between two people, it's not bad.
Yeah, it's not at all.
Not bad.
In the wintertime, half a bottle of Knob Creek in a week. Hey, man, we're doing okay.
I love Knob Creek. What were we talking about?
Oh, I was saying one thing to always remember is laughing is involuntary. And never forget that.
It's like it's the only safety. It's the only grounded thing in comedy.
That's it.
Like they can't control whether they laugh or not. And I hate when comics patronize other comics with fake laughs in the back of the room, like kind of like alerting the rest of the audience that they're supposed to laugh. And it's great. It's like, dude, I get like it's a bad room or whatever, but there were so many times where like someone would be on stage, like there'd be like a group of friends, like 3 of them are like comic friends, they come and they're just bombing, like eating shit, like we all do. Like I bomb 90% of the time, verifiably bombing, but still the friends in the back would be like, ha, like just one solid
right.
Ha. I'm like, oh god, it makes me cringe, dude. It makes me cringe when I hear it. I'm like, it's not good.
I got a couple ha's, and I'm gonna be honest, dude. Just like having the ha is at least something where it feels like feedback, and it does do something, but it's not good for anyone.
Feedback is, I guess that was a joke.
And you're my friend.
That was technically by the mathematical equation. I guess that was a joke.
Sometimes people will do the ha even if it's mathematically not.
Remember when you came and saw me at Second City?
Yeah, we can. Yeah, let's rehash that.
How horrendous was that?
It didn't feel any different. It felt like just open. It was just an open mic.
I know, but it was bad. I mean, it was bad.
How do you think?
I did not give a shit because I knew it was bullshit. Because I got the email from Second City like, hey, come do this open mic. And I was like, and in your head, you're like, oh, dude, I get to post on Instagram that I'm at Second City tonight. Look at everyone's gonna say, I knew what that show was gonna be. And you did too.
For sure.
And you did too. And I was like, this is gonna be fun.
It was an open mic.
Yeah.
And honestly, it wasn't even a bad one. It actually had lights and it was quiet.
No, the one guy the guy before me, remember, went way deep on some like he was doing some Kanye West performance art type thing where he was Kanye. Yeah, it was a big leap. But hey,
that's open mics.
That's the life, dude. That's the only enjoyable part, at least towards the end for me. It was like, that was the thing that excited me, was not seeing someone do like a good set, was seeing an insane drifter, just a person float into your life with some nonsense, like just a truly crazy people who, like, you don't know what's going on outside of these mics, and they go on there and it's just nonsense. And like, is it bombing? No, I don't think so, because they don't even consider this comedy. They're just crazy people who know that they can come here and say shit.
It's the Joker.
It is, dude. And that's the most interesting part about it.
That was the weirdest part about watching the Joker. It was just like, to me, when he goes out on the stage and he starts like just kind of maniacally laughing, I was like, oh, dude, this is it. How many of these Jokers do I know?
God, that movie got it right, dude. And even then it was like based in the 80s, but it got it right, man.
It nailed it.
It's so creepy, but hey, man, it's what an interesting world.
It nailed the open mic scene, because all what that guy envisions is just him like, I did well. For you and I, 90% of the open mics we do, we go and we're like, wow,
gonna forget that.
Gonna kill myself.
I'm gonna push that as far deep into the inner core of my black heart as I can, and hope that I don't feel the shame of it later on.
But the Jokers are like, I had a pretty good set.
The Joker's always riding a wave of some kind of mild delusion of like, hey, I got up tonight, you know. Hey.
Mild.
Well, delusions.
Some like hot, spicy.
It's fire.
Dangerous.
It's Taco Bell fire. It's Taco Bell fire sauce of delusion.
Mild my foot, dude.
It would be blazing if it was at B-Dubs. I don't know, man. I mean, I think delusion's a good thing. I think it's important. I'm delusional. Fuck. I don't know. Anyone would be like, dude, go lay bricks. What are you? Entertainment? Go fuck. Were you gay? Like, go fucking build something. You're built for it. Like this is my inner dialogue every day.
Yeah, go ahead.
Just go build stuff. It at least pays.
Yeah.
And it's enviable on the sexual marketplace now.
Yeah.
Guy who can build stuff, not some pussy who just works on, phones all day.
For sure.
Like me.
Yeah, you gotta. There will always be. You got a low ceiling but a high floor if you're a guy that knows how to build a thing.
Mm-hmm.
I knew a guy, but you know what? You ever meet those like very quiet, weirdly, probably what we call now autistic guys? They're very nice, very kind. Then you don't really know what they do for a living, and then they say, "Oh yeah, I do." They're nice guys, but they're like, I do furniture, like I upholster furniture, and you're like, oh, that's crazy. And then you see what they actually do, and you like see their work, and you're like, oh,
this guy's a genius.
Yeah, you just can't believe what they've done.
Yeah, well, then you look at a comparison, and you're like, oh my god, dude, like,
wish I had autism.
Wish I knew it.
Don't censor that.
I won't.
Please.
I don't. You know me. I'm not gonna say. I only censor a couple things. At this point, it's like, At some point, we're just gonna have to turn these first like 200 episodes into like an archive and just zip the file.
And then, what? Not give access?
Yeah. Well, just the problematic shit of like the early episodes.
I stand by anything I've ever said. I don't care.
That I could make a good case against you. I have a lot of files.
What did I say?
I don't know. When you talk extemporaneously, that's the risk you take.
Yeah, but I'm just gonna stay by it. I'm gonna like have no. I don't think I'm ever gonna have a manager. Even if someone wanted to manage us, I'd be like, suck a dick.
Well, yeah, this would never happen.
Dude, we're fun and charismatic guys, man. It's gonna happen very soon.
Yeah, is that it? No? What we need to do is rebrand this. We've talked about this. We need to rebrand into a phone repair podcast or just a ripoff of Guys We Fucked.
We do.
But if we were gay, does that exist? Is there like a gay Guys We Fucked podcast? Because that would slap. We could just do that.
We probably could.
We're in West Hollywood, dude. We could really, and then it would come out that we're not actually gay. And it would be like a whole controversy. But that's part of the roadmap. Is that the goal? Is that controversial day when it comes out? They're like, oh, these guys aren't gay. They just.
When we blow up even more?
I don't think we could even pass as gay if we tried.
What if here's the thing.
Never. We're so painfully straight. They would never work.
I'm not painfully straight. Let's be honest.
No, we're painful. I've seen your apartment. We're guys.
What's wrong with my apartment? What's straight about my apartment?
You got a straight guy's apartment. I had a straight guy's apartment when I didn't live with a girl.
I feel like my apartment's pretty well decorated.
It is well decorated.
For a straight man.
But that's not what Do you have a candle?
Yes. I have 2.
You've upgraded since quarantine then.
I have 2 candles in my apartment at all times.
You didn't have a candle when I was going over there.
Guy. I was Candle King.
You're a candle king?
I'm going to send you a picture tonight of both my candles.
Send me a picture. Prove it. What are the scents?
One is a sage, and then one is like I think it's called like timber or something. My girl bought it for me.
Earth chick.
Yeah. Yeah,
I see what's going on.
It smells great. Yeah. But I love candles.
It smells like an apothecary in your fucking apartment.
Yeah, dude. It smells like someone's doing some sort of like exorcism in my apartment with the sage and the burning of I have one that's called like Frog's Toad.
Yeah, so your apartment basically smells like an Anthropology.
Yeah, it smells like a summon.
At the mall. Mm-hmm. All right, well, maybe you don't have a straight guy's apartment after all. You got candles, I guess.
You're damn right I don't.
You know?
You're damn right my apartment's gay as shit.
No, it's not. No, because then when you start upgrading like fancy pillows for your couch and like nice rugs.
That's true.
That's top. We just got a rug. I don't know.
I got some Salvador Dali's.
Rug remorse.
You're what?
I have a little bit of rug remorse. You know, you spend forever like trying to pick a rug and then you get it shipped because they're expensive. So you're like, God, I gotta make this count.
How much was your rug?
Like $800, something like that.
Oh, so you went in on a rug?
No, it's probably like $600.
Still, that's an expensive ass rug, guy.
It's a rug, dude. It's a big room too. You saw that? Like, it's an awkwardly sized room.
Hardwood, you gotta get that rug, baby.
I know.
If
you don't have rugs on a hardwood, it's like where
you need one.
Might the managerial office of a cabin right now?
Yeah, you need a rug.
State park. Get a rug, okay?
You get older and you realize that not having a rug can ruin your life.
A rug will also soak in some of that sound and make you annoying your neighbors less. So you got to think about that.
And when you're recording your mumble rap album, a little less reverb, a little more professional,
a little more bass, a little more crisp low ends. Get a rug. It's important. Get any rug. Go steal one of those like old school kids rugs with like the Train City in it. Go steal one from like a developmental school.
Yeah, part of your feng shui.
Yeah, just get it. It'd be cool. Like, oh, what does this guy do? Oh, I have this children's rug here. You can see next to my MacBook. Oh, is that GarageBand open? Oh, whoops, I left that open. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a whole vibe.
That's a vibe.
There used to be this guy.
If you got a GarageBand open, you're an amateur and you have no idea what you're doing. Oh I said it. If you've got
fuck yeah, dude. Come on. You either
get Ableton, get Pro Tools,
Fruity Loops even.
Oh, Fruity Loops even. If you don't even have Fruity Loops and you're still on GarageBand, everyone's like, "Oh, you just buy a MacBook."
If you're on GarageBand,
Jesus, what have we become?
I know.
We
Dude,
shit on like people trying to be artistic.
I'm not even shitting. No, I'm shitting on GarageBand, the software, because it sucks. I hate GarageBand.
Yeah, steal something better.
GarageBand's like, hey, I'm gonna do a guitar-only cover of Radiohead's "Creep." Let me open GarageBand real quick.
Hey, you know what though? If you are a singer-songwriter and you write...
I have been this guy. This is why it's okay to talk shit, because I was this guy. That was me. Where do you think that reference comes from? I did that.
Well, I'll tell you what I did. When you're recording your acoustic EP on Audacity.
Oh my God, dude.
I think I just won.
Wow, dude. You did just win there.
Or as one guy on a tutorial I saw once called it Audacity and didn't re-record it.
Hello,
and
YouTube.
people lit him up on the YouTube.
Audacity bro tutorial here.
Yeah. The guy. It was pretty awesome.
Just be creative. There was this guy in my old apartment where this bitch was yelling at me for the cigarettes. I still think about her.
She
Got
hot,
into my mind.
I'll tell you that.
Dude. She got real estate in my mind.
She gave me the stink eye once. Yeah.
I've never gotten a glare like that from a Russian lady.
Yeah.
Russians don't fuck around. When they look at you, they look into the caverns of your soul.
Or they try at least.
They succeed. I'm weak. They've had a hard life, probably.
Oh, I won't. No, that she can suck my dick.
No, I mean, now I told her one time she came out. She's like, "Are you comfortable?" Like she
said that.
Yeah, she came out. She was like, "Are you comfortable?" And I was like, "Yeah." Something wrong?
Oh,
and then she just of course
the
backs
hand
down.
slip. You comfortable?
He was like, "Are you comfortable?" Sitting out here with your fat ass.
Actually, I'm not. Can I rest?
Marlboro Smooths on my dead plant graveyard, where I brought my bubby out here.
She's been like, I'm actually not. Can I rest my Timberlands on your brittle back?
Hey, bitch, your plants died because I asked my cigarettes in them for a year straight. That's why they're dead. Oh, sorry. Wouldn't be that great if that was my long con. It wasn't. I didn't do that. I would flick them out into the street like a normal person. But
like a normal piece of shit.
I know.
Someone's got to clean that.
I just get you. Yeah, the guy who comes and gives me a fucking ticket for leaving my car there. I'll throw a cigarette butt in that little guy. Yeah, dude. If you're gonna give me a $60 ticket for leaving my car in this spot, bitch, you're picking up my butts.
That's the rules.
That's the deal we're making.
That is my biggest. What if that lady that lived there is dead of COVID, right?
They didn't seem too worried about it.
They didn't?
No. I don't think they thought it was real. At a certain point, I'd be like going out there, and then none of them were wearing masks. And this is like right at the beginning. And I was like, hey, I had to tell them one day. I got into like a screaming match with one of them one day. I actually like yelled at this lady in front of like a whole group of people.
The Russian lady? Different one.
Another Russian lady in the building. Well, that open area. Oh, this is where it gets rich. See, I had my chair up there, and I'd sit there and smoke cigarettes and watch people at the intersection. Well, then this other lady downstairs who was just a bitch. She was just a bitch to deal with. Always mean. I guess she just one day brought up like 30 garbage bags full of junk and threw it up there. Like just threw all her junk up there. And I went down there. I'm like, hey, what is all your trash doing up here? She's like, I have no room. I can't store it. I have no basement room. It's flooded. They can't store it. I'm like, I don't care. I don't care about your problems. You threw 30 bags of trash up in this area where I smoke cigarettes and write shit on Twitter. Like, what are we doing? And then it's like, okay, well, Zach, you stole it.
You clap back? For real?
Well, it was a Cold War.
Cold War?
No, I did. I'm leading up.
The Vietnam War, buddy.
I'm leading up to the Battle of Ho Chi Minh City, dude. Okay. It was bloody. Okay. She leaves the bags there, and I get pissed.
I love that one of us is intelligent and knows historical references.
I'm like, you need to move these bags, and I was cool about it. I come at you straight. I'm gonna be straight with you. I was like, hey, you can't do that. It was like a Friday. I'm like, you need to get them gone this weekend. I'm not out here being like, go get these fucking bags. No, I was like, get them gone this weekend. I'm cool.
A little patience.
Of course she doesn't. So then I go back down there Monday. I'm like, hey, get your shit. Like, you got to, I don't say this. I got to start being real here because when I do get to the Battle of Ho Chi Minh City, I want it to really hit hard. I was like, hey, Barbara, all these bags are still up here. What do you have like a game plan? She's like, I can't move it. There's no storage. I'm like, okay, I know. I'm sorry. But
so you're on a first name basis with this lady.
Yes. Okay. So then I'm like, all right. So she still doesn't do it after like 3 days. I'm like, can you move it? And she's like, yes, I'll move it. 3 days go by. She doesn't move it. And I go there and I just start bringing bags down to her door. I'm like, can't do this. It was bags of trash. Dude, one of the bags, there was an unopened home phone from the, it was called like or what was that cell phone company that doesn't exist anymore?
Oh.
Singular. It was an unopened Singular wireless box. That hasn't been a company in 10 years.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, okay, bitch, this is just garbage.
So this wasn't garbage. This was her things to store.
She just was a crazy hoarder. She was just like an old lady hoarder. She couldn't have any.
Well, I think you knew what to do.
I knew what to do.
They were already in trash bags, right?
They were already in trash bags, all right. So then I told her, I'm like, so I started bringing them down to her door. I'm like, hey, you gotta. I was like, I'm not dealing with. She's like, I have nowhere to move it. And then it escalated to the point that I'm screaming at this old woman in the hallway. I'm yelling at her, and I was like, I've
never heard you scream.
I got pretty heated, dude. I lost it on because she was being an idiot, and I started screaming at her. I'm like, I don't give a fuck about your trash. And then I laid into her, and I said, I pay X amount of dollars to live here. How much do you pay? And I hit her with that. And then
did you really say that?
Fuck yeah, I did. Fuck that bitch. I don't give a shit if you live here for 80 years. I get rent control, but like just because you've been here forever, you don't own this apartment building. If you want to own something, get a house. Until then, you're a tenant like me. We're dogs. We're pigs. Okay.
Scum of the earth.
So I was like, I pay this to live here, and I gotta come out and look at your trash bags every fucking day. And I was like, move them, or I'm throwing them over the balcony. And they were gone.
What'd she say
that afternoon? She said nothing. She walked back into her apartment. Did you say that
for real?
Yeah, I told this.
You can be honest with me. Did you actually say that shit?
I went in on this bitch.
I didn't. You never told me that.
Yeah.
That's not you.
She stepped out of her lane, dude. I had to put her back in her spot, dude.
That's how I felt last week.
She was running wild, and hey, she ran right back in her apartment. I never said another word to her, but those bags were gone in like 3 hours. She got one of her daughters to come over and move it. I'm like, sorry.
It's crazy that it takes that with some people where it's like, man, I didn't want to do this, but like,
you think I'm a guy out here screaming at people?
I'm not.
How much you think it takes for ZP to be yelling at an 80-year-old woman? A lot.
I'm trying to think the last person. Well, I mean, I altercated with that man at Huntington Beach last week, and that it felt good. I was like, at some point, because I do have a lot. I mean, I feel like a lot of people I interact with, they're people I need to maintain good relationships with. So I think once you have that, where you have all this like pent up animosity about people you have to placate, and then when someone comes in and they're like, I have no connection to you whatsoever, go crazy, and you're like, okay, fuck around and find out how mad I am.
Right?
All the time.
Always. I'm so mad. You got to tell people, I got beef with old people. Old people act like they own this goddamn world.
They do act out. Like, you know what,
though? They act out more than anyone. And old people lately are running amok, okay? Screaming at people, yelling at 16-year-olds who work at McDonald's.
You see this law?
I do, yeah.
Where I encounter old people acting out of pocket, which is the new thing I say now. Instead of acting out of line, I say out of pocket, because Michael Jordan in his documentary said out of pocket, and I always made fun of people that said out of pocket, but Michael Jordan said it.
And MJ said it, yeah.
So Trader Joe's is where old people go to act out of pocket, and people.
Interesting. Here at least.
Santa Monica, at least.
Oh my God, dude! You couldn't pay me to go to the Trader Joe's in Santa Monica.
There are a couple of them, and all of them are overrun with old people that want to talk about the ingredients in the salsa for as long as a Trader Joe's employee will let them. They'll just say, I thought we should get someone from the back. Dude, Trader Joe's is my favorite grocery store, but it is the place where old people go to make a stink.
Yeah, they got an axe to grind.
That's where old people go to exist. Because they don't everywhere else.
Santa Monica is so old, dude.
I'm getting bitchy today.
I'm getting bitchy.
Jeez.
I'm fired up now thinking about Barbara and her fucking trash bags.
I mean, we're pretty turned up. We've drank a couple. Did you drink your other Bud Light?
No.
Oh.
No, I just got that one. We got an open bar over here at the company Christmas party, dude.
I'm pretty fine, dude. I'm crossfaded, dude.
Hell yeah, that's a good crossfading is fun once you learn how to ride it.
Yeah, I only crossfade. Drinking without weed is weird, or smoking without drinking a little bit. You gotta
do both. Come on.
Yeah.
Although I can't I can't drink beer after I smoke because it tastes weird.
Really?
Yeah, it changes my taste buds. So like beer is too bitter then, and I can't drink it. I don't like it.
For real though?
Oh yeah, I thought this was common.
Interesting.
Beer is like disgusting if I smoke.
Seriously, I can't even tell you the last beer I drank that wasn't a Miller Lite or a Michelob Ultra.
Well, that's probably why. Like, if you're drinking some dude, an IPA is disgusting if you're like stoned. I feel like
I can't even remember the last IPA I had. Probably was at a brewery or something like that. But yeah. I don't drink them. I'm done. Dude, I don't think I've had a beer in over a year. Like that wasn't a Mick Ultra. I think I'm done.
Well, that's a big qualifier.
What?
You're like, I don't think I've had a beer in over a year that wasn't a Michelob Ultra.
That wasn't. I mean, what I'm saying is like I haven't drank an IPA in a year.
Yeah,
how's that?
I get it. I'm not. You don't see me. I'm not getting IPAs anymore. I got those upstairs shipped to me that was like a gift.
You don't have to be ashamed of your IPAs in your refrigerator.
I don't like it. I got too much acid reflux now. I'm on Prilosec, bitch. I can't be drinking IPAs. Give me a lager,
dude. We're like guys. We're like old guys now.
I'm not even 30, dude.
You're not. That's right.
I don't think
it is crazy though.
That works. You
I don't know if I ever talked about this on the pod. You are a young buck, dude.
You're a young champion.
A young man. For me,
I haven't even started to peak in my NHL career yet.
Yeah, you're still draftable, dude.
I'm a free agent.
I noticed that. I mean, I'll just talk about this a little bit. When I was 31, when I turned 31, I realized that like kids, like teenagers and stuff, they don't see me as like a cool older guy. No. Now I'm just like a man. Like some man walked by.
You can't chase that, dude.
I didn't realize.
Guys chase that.
I did chase it, and I didn't realize that.
It's never gonna happen.
Because when I'd walk by kids, they would like you have a while where kids look at you and they're like, "Whoa, what a cool older guy with a jean jacket on," and you're like.
No one's ever said that.
Or tattoos. You're like, oh, cool older guy with tattoos, I bet he's in a band. And you're like, there's some sort of level of like adoration or respect there. When you turn 31, people are just like, you're just like.
Can I tell you, I think it's broken down even less than that. I think young people nowadays look at older people like, will this guy complain about me smoking weed or not? Like
exactly.
That's it. Is this guy going to complain about me vaping or not? I ain't no narc, you know.
But they look at me and they're like, this guy might like call the cops on me vaping. And I want to be like, fellas, I don't give a shit. I'm cool. And they're like,
banana strawberry crush right here, dude.
They're like, I don't trust him.
And I'm like, me on the other hand is like smoking a cigarette just stand. I'm like, yeah, that's cool, dude. No, what is that? What do you guys got?
Dude, I call the cops on every teenager vaping outside of anywhere. I'm just that guy. I'm like, there are children vaping out here.
Just a professional narc, dude.
Calling 911 on children vaping outside of a
Fairfax
of a Citgo.
The farmers market. Dude, I saw this guy get arrested at the Grove the other day. Can I tell this quick story before we wrap?
Please, man. It's an awesome story.
I was at the Grove because I had to go to the Apple store to pick something up, and it was a clusterfuck. Just an absolute clusterfuck there. Speaking of old people out of pocket, this lady was screaming at these poor geniuses. Like, she's like, I don't have a home phone. They gave me the iPad and it's not registered. She's just saying like, it's not registered. And you're like, okay, well, what does it even mean? Like, does it work? Can you get on Facebook and say stupid shit to people?
Can you play words with friends?
Yes. It's so I know they connected it to your Wi-Fi when they brought it to your. She's like, I'm an artist. I live alone. I do not have a phone. I only have the iPad, and so that's what they're dealing with. I'm standing in line, just like waiting to die, and I look over and I just see this guy's got some kind of like trinket in his hand. It's like shooting like little red beams out. I'm like, what the fuck? But he's at like an empty kiosk that has a cash register. You know how like in a mall they'll have kiosks randomly, they're like unattended of like phone, like, you know, bootleg phone cases from Armenia or some shit. Mm-hmm. This guy stopped there.
Or exactly that.
Or exactly 100% horrific, slave made silicone iPhone cases. But anyway, this guy's standing there with a little red beam, and then all of a sudden, like two like beefy guys in suit coats come up, like private security type. This is the Grove. We're talking about the Grove, right? They got some high level security. These guys come up, and he's like, "Hi there, I think it's time for you to go." Like they had already, like they knew that. Isn't that the crazy thing about working security at like a mall or something? It's like with cameras and shit like that. You can be like, we have the whole case right here.
Right.
Like they were in the room watching it. They're like, Andy just committed a felony. All right, let's go. And then they just go out there and then they kind of like grab this guy's like by his two arms. And like he's kind of going along. He's walking with them.
Laser pointing things?
I think he was doing like one of those like skimming devices, like that steals people identities when they pay for something at a kiosk.
Oh,
and
this
he might have been a serial offender because these guys came out and they got on him. And of course, he was like a young person who looked like he was on fucking Barney, like with a cool like chicken like haircut now, where it's all like floppy at the top. And
so a trendy boy.
He was a trendy boy, and he got caught.
Did you put it together? What he was?
No.
Wow, dead in the store. Or they took him back.
They took him to the farmer's market and they killed him.
Wow.
In front of the pig market.
Dang. Did anyone even care?
No. No,
wow.
dude, there was a new iPhone.
Silencer?
Yeah. Private security killed him. They shot him in the head with silencers in front of a pig market.
Are silencers real?
I don't know, dude.
I bet they're not.
I feel like I think they are. Well, they probably used to be real until everything that's happened in America in the last 10 years. And now they probably... I'm pretty sure they're not legal. I don't think silencers are legal except for like... And even then, it's like,
in
why,
like espionage for America.
If you work for the government, why does this bullet need to be silenced?
That's the question for every bullet that needs fired. It means that it's like, I want a bullet. I want to be able to shoot people. I don't want anyone to know.
I don't want people to hear it.
I want to secretly kill a man. Do you have anything that would help me secretly kill a man?
Hey, Sharks. In my previous job, I was a security guard in a mall. My name's Richard Jewell, and I'm here today asking for $500,000 for a 2% stake in my company, Silence Trump.
My name's Clint Eastwood.
Clint Eastwood's there. He's in the side helping.
He's that celebrity guy that helps him.
Yeah, he's like,
Clint, why don't you just invest in this company? I lost all my money.
I lost my money.
On Korean prostitutes.
I banged all these.
Don't ask me which Korea.
Whores.
This is just... what is this? I can't do a Clint Eastwood. I think you need to squint and do a Clint Eastwood. I think that's all. You just have to talk and squint.
You tell me now I can't silence a gun.
That's pretty good.
What are we? Who have we become? You used to be able to go murder a man just for him sneaking onto your back porch while your grill was running. Now look at yourself. Just some soft dick pussy loser in a condo.
Buy a Chevy.
Buy a Chevy. Buy a Tundra. No, not a Tundra. God, he would never.
Yeah, dude.
Jeez, I saw a Tundra today. Sorry, that popped in my head. Buy a Chevy. Buy the new Avalanche.
Can you say
it's a bullshit truck that only guys with tiny dicks buy to impress their white knight grandparents who still live in the same house that they bought in the 1909? I'm still doing Clint Eastwood. I don't know what it's become. I'm drunk. I don't know.
Can you say...
Can I say jab? Yeah.
Is that okay?
No, well, I mean, no, it's not okay, but you can say it.
You said it in the mic, guy.
I didn't say it, dude. You asked me what I was saying.
Because I was thinking about
definitely says that. Like, it's unfortunate, but yeah, dude, he doesn't even hide it. You saw Gran Torino. Gran Torino's
he said fish face.
The whole point of
Gran Torino.
The whole point of Gran Torino was kind of like, yeah, I'm racist, but I guess I don't like seeing people get hurt.
Yeah.
I'm like, am I supposed to forget? I'm like, oh, that's just Clint. Like, oh, that's Clint.
It's okay if an old man is racist.
What?
If he connects with a Chinese boy and finds humanity in him and sacrifices the rest of the 2 years he has in life.
Then it's okay. Then it's all right. But hey, dude, that's how, that's Clint evolving.
Yeah.
He had still yet to make his magnum opus, which was
what?
Richard Jewell.
Oh yeah, that's right.
But
no, it was The Mule.
The Mule was great. That's him just being like, I'm gonna die soon. I might as well create that scene where I'm in an orgy with someone or whatever.
Yeah, dude, he gets. Dude, I forgot about that in The Mule. I saw that 2 Christmases ago.
He got pussy in that movie. Good for Clint.
Dude.
I guess he probably financed the movie, so then it kind of becomes creepy, but...
Oh, yeah, it's his movie, man. He wrote a scene in where he has a threesome with 2 prostitutes.
Yeah.
And then he wrote
90 years old.
Yeah. They're hot, too. Did you see The Mule?
Of a Dodge Magnum. What?
It was a hotel. I saw The Mule, dude.
I didn't see The Mule. I'm familiar with the scene.
Did you really watch the scene?
I've heard about the scene. I didn't see the scene.
Well, you should watch it. It's hot as fuck, dude. Clint Eastwood having sex with 2 prostitutes with their underwear on. Guy. What a treat.
Like, listen, I'm still a Christian. Keep your pussies hidden,
That's
whores. Jesus.
You ready, Rabbit? I have to pee a little. Dude.